Hello,
What's
everyone.
up? Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
we're both here. It's me, it's Fio, and hopefully, chat, you are joining us. As you can tell, my name is Emily, and joining us today on Adobe Live is Fiorella, and we're going to be talking about how to bring your projects to life in Illustrator. Fio, you're going to walk us through a really cool past client project, how you brought it to life, and some new features in Illustrator. Do you want to give us a little bit of the rundown of what people can expect in the stream?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as Emily mentioned, I'm Fiorella. I go by at Fiorella Doodles on Instagram and chat. I would love to know where you're tuning in from. I'm here live from Toronto. It's probably about 11 degrees. Sorry, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. That's probably like 60-ish. So it's kind of a nice brisk
Chili.
day. Yeah, a little chilly, but like that's like summer here. So, I mean, the weather's slowly starting to warm up. But yeah, as Emily mentioned, I'm going to be showing you a client project that I did in February for Subway and the Toronto Raptors. I have it right here on my website, which I also did with Adobe Portfolio.
Love.
It's part of the Creative Cloud membership, so that's also super helpful. So today we're gonna walk through how I basically brought an activation to life with an activation agency with Subway and the Toronto Raptors, and also talk about how I had to blend two very, very distinct brands together in like a very fun and playful style. Because again, both brands have separate personalities. And I was actually talking to Emily about this earlier, but I also have an architecture background. So seeing that to come to life in 3D space was also super cool. And today we're going to be going over a new Illustrator feature that can really help take your 2D illustrations to life in 3D space, which is going to be super fun. And yeah, we're going to basically show how we took something that's very 2D into a 3D arena takeover using a feature called Turntable on Adobe Illustrator, and basically how you can make content and repurpose it easily, not only on Illustrator, but also on social media using Adobe Express. Um, so here's a sneak little preview of the Raptors project that we did. Just gonna go through this very quickly as we're gonna go through it in the stream. But very doodly, very fun, very me. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that this is right up my style. And like the entire arena, every seat had a shirt
That's so
with my
cool.
design on it. It was so cool. Like I can't even put into words. And I didn't even know this was gonna happen until I got there. Like
No
they just
way. What a
they just like didn't
surprise.
tell me. They just didn't tell me until they tagged me on something on Instagram. I'm like, oh wow, that's so sick.
That's
Um,
wild. A sea of your work to greet you.
I
Incredible.
know. And like I was actually walking in the city the other day and I saw somebody wearing the
No,
shirt from that game and I'm like, no way. And every time somebody wears it, my friends like send me pictures of
I
people
love
wearing.
that. Your
I
eyes and
know.
ears on the ground.
I know. It's super fun. Um,
Well, we do have people joining us really quick. I do want to say hi. We have Adara in chat. We have Theo in chat. Polly, Miranda. Hi from
oh,
Burlington.
hello. Oh my God,
Theo.
Burlington. Sorry,
Neighbors,
that's like kind
perhaps?
of
I
close
don't
by.
know.
It's like in the Toronto vicinity.
Fabulous. Close enough. We
Yeah.
have Theo, you are so cool. All caps. Can't agree more. Um,
Aw.
Hi from Phoenix AZ, which is not me. That was Adara. But I am also tuning in for Phoenix. And then from Huntington as well. So, chat, super glad that you're here with us on YouTube and Behance. Any questions, any hype that you want to give to the stream, we would love for you to be a part of it. So, make sure to drop in your comments. I'll be keeping an eye on you. And Theo, back to you.
Amazing. And chat, I would also love to know who you're rooting for in the NBA playoffs. Love that the Raptors are doing well. Obviously they're like the only team in Canada, so the entire country is focused on them. But yes, I would love to know which team you are rooting for. They had a great game last night. Okay, so let's
Now that our
go.
sports segment is done, back to work.
I was like trying to go to sleep, and I could just hear my boyfriend in the next room being like, "Let's go," and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm trying to go to bed right
I have
now."
a stream in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 9:30. Anyway, I needed my beauty rest.
I go to bed early too. No, I like it. At the end of the night, I'm like, I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, exactly. And sorry, one more thing. I
Yeah,
just like need to put Summer House in the background and just go to sleep. I don't know if anyone's watching Summer House, but the only reason I started watching it is from all the drama that's happening right now. Okay, anyways, back to work.
back to our scheduled programming. Is Summer
Okay.
House, I don't even, is that Love Island? I don't even know.
It's a Bravo reality show. So like
Oh, it's its own
Real
show.
Housewives, like Vanderpump Rules, that kind of
Okay.
network. But yeah,
Thank you
just
for
brain rot that
clarifying.
me and my girlfriends like to watch.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, this project was really fun and interesting because these both of these brands have very distinct personalities, and it was very clear that the client wanted both brands to be equally represented. So like Subway, it's fast food, but better and healthier, kind of like a blend of Wendy's, but the freshness of a Panera at a lower price. Like their voice is genuine, lighthearted, witty, encouraging. And like whenever I had a basketball tournament, Subway always gave basketball tournament energy. So I just always love my Italian herbs and cheese from there. And
Her
and
order
like I've
will
been
be in the
having
chat.
yeah, I can put my order in the chat later, but actually if you want put your order in the chat as well. And and the Raptors, like I mentioned earlier, like they represent all of Canada, right? So it's like the true north, there's a lot of pride. They make everything a statement, which makes their brand identity very dual. Like it's gritty, but it's also polished. It's minimalist, but also creates a lot of tension. And like basically the North can be two things at once, which is what makes the Raptors team so powerful in Canada. So this was actually taken right from the brief that I got,
I love it.
and basically saying that they want me to create something that encompasses the spirit of both brands and that the design should be Raptors dominant with hints of Subway throughout. They also wanted a lot of Canadian elements. The teams that were playing that night were the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Toronto Raptors. So like think RJ Barrett, Shea, Lou Dort, those players, and they wanted a lot of Canadian elements. And they really wanted a lot of Subway iconography. So all the veggies that you put, little sandwiches, cucumbers, tomatoes. We have a tomato character in there, so we will show
Oh,
that. And they also wanted to be super dynamic, right? Because it is a basketball partnership. And the activation overview was basically to have something activated in the concourse, which I will show in a second. It'll be kind of like in the hallway of the arena, but also in the entire arena itself. And there was also a trading photo card booth and that fans can win prizes and win Raptors jerseys. And each fan will also receive a limited edition Subway and Raptors t-shirt featuring a unique artist design, aka my design. So, I added some pictures of what the arena looked like. So
ooh,
this was the interior of Scotiabank Arena, and this was what kind of like the concourse looked like. And what we had to do was do an activation here on the floor and also on the wall. So kind of like this. And I have like a small
oh, cool.
mock-up
Yeah.
here attached. So for the entire project, it was an activation design of like the wall and the floor, one t-shirt design, and two trading card designs. And typically, how we would approach this is if a client wants multiple elements, but also has like a big piece, we typically call that a hero piece. And then we would grab certain elements from that quote unquote hero piece and move it on to other elements. And that has really helped me with like pricing things and just like for convenience purposes for you when you're working and for your clients as well. And it's great because they can also pick little characters from that main illustration and use that on like social media or like game day posters and stuff like that. So also great options for like licensing and stuff like that. Um, so here's the mock-ups that we had to work with. We could do either a black shirt or a white shirt, and then here's some of the trading cards that we did. And chat, I would also love to know if you were to do something like this, if a client asked you to do a project like this, I want to know how you would tackle it because I mean, this is the way that I typically work, but yeah, I'm just curious to know how you would work.
We want
So
the
moving
notes.
on. Yeah. I'm just curious because like I work by myself, so I don't have coworkers, and I
I
love
get
to
it.
see how other
Right?
people work. And that's why I love doing Adobe Live because and like as a host too, because like I love seeing how other people work. I'm like, whoa, I didn't think I could do things that way, but here we are.
We do have some Subway orders in the chat. Someone says, Urdara says,
Oh,
I love Italian herbs and cheese. And then Miranda says, a meatball sub never misses. So true. I love a meatball sub from
interesting.
Subway.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Are you
I
a hot
forgot that they
sandwich
had
girl
meatballs.
or a cold sandwich girl? Or both? You can be both. Sorry.
I always
Depends on the
toast
day.
it and I
Okay.
always melt the cheese. Like when they say toast, I'm like, yeah, obviously. And
Duh.
and I actually like my order used to be different when I was younger, but when I in like my 20s I changed it. I think it's called like a Supremo sub, or and it's like I love like a deli meat. So it's like salami, like all of the deli meats that they have basically with like a sharp cheddar, lettuce,
Ooh.
like a tangy sauce, maybe some, I think they have pepperoni as well. But
Yeah.
I've been in that flavor palette lately. Like I just recently started liking olives and I matured and my taste buds grew up and I started liking olives and pickles and game changers on sandwiches, I must say.
She
I was
said,
missing out.
yeah. No, I like the timeline too. Yeah. The evolution of the sandwich. That'll be our next
Yeah.
our next stream. All right, so we got some really fun characters here. A pickle, now that you're into pickles, you said, right?
Yes,
Or is that
yes.
a cucumber?
So
Sorry. They're both
it
stages,
it
I
is a
guess.
it is a pickle.
Okay.
Yeah. It was funny because the client was even asked the same thing. They were like, "Is that a cucumber or a pickle?" And they were like, "Can
Both?
you add like little like wrinkles in there to make it a pickle?" Anyways,
You said sure.
uh, and so like these were like the five main characters of the entire activation that carried on through like each merch item. So right now, I'm gonna rebuild them for you right now
Amaze.
and kind of show you the color palette that we were dealing with. So again, the theme of this project is that both brands are very different. So how do you blend like green and red and like yellow without making it look like Christmas, essentially? So that's what we were kind of struggling with. But you know, this was every time I'm like, wow, my job is so cool, interesting. Like I literally just like draw pickles and tomatoes all day sometimes. But then there's people with like other real world jobs like spreadsheets and like I don't know how I would do that. I don't know how I would fit in.
Yeah,
But
Excel
sorry, go
and
ahead, Emily.
spreadsheets. No, no, no. I was just gonna reminisce on Excel and spreadsheets. I'd much rather be drawing a cucumber and or pickle any day than trying to figure that out.
Chat, I would also love to know if you're like, if you're a student, if you're a working professional, if you're working part-time. I love listening to what people do for as a living. So yeah, I would love
And
to
if
know in
it's
the chat.
spreadsheets, you're so brave.
Yeah, you're brave. I actually wanted to zoom in on this one specifically because the client also asked if I could do a Raptors character in my style, which I thought was so fun. Um, because there's also a lot of guidelines of the branding identity for both teams. And I always thought it's really important, I guess, as an artist, to always have my voice come through. And this is a project where I really felt that that was true. And also the client was great and they just let me do my thing. And it's always important to have clients like that. I did really love working with them. They were awesome. Has there been any NBA playoffs chat in the group chat, Emily?
Nothing in the group chat yet. Everyone's just hanging out. I think they're watching the Raptor or on their way to Subway. That's it could be a possibility at this point. Does the Raptor have a name? Tell me more. I want to know the history here.
I think, oh my
It
God,
could
I
just
don't
be
even know
Raptor.
his
I don't
name.
know.
I think it is just a Raptor, and he typically wears a little 95 because I think the
Okay.
Raptors were included in the NBA in 1995. And honestly, I love looking at like vintage Raptors merch. It's so cool to see like their logo evolution throughout the years. And even like any NBA team, I love seeing their evolution through that as well. So now we have a little Maple Leaf guy dribbling,
Very
angry dribbling
seriously.
a,
Yeah.
I know,
Coming
angry,
for you.
yeah, dribbling a basketball.
So
Oh yeah, because
expressive. It's so
I
fun.
remember, I remember I made him happy, and they're like, okay, we want him to look like kind of game face. I'm like, okay, 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 got it, no
So he's an
problem,
angry leaf.
no problem. But they liked this one because it was like a Canadian element, obviously, and they really wanted to focus on that. Oh, and there was also a lot of people from Canada basketball there that day, from both men's and women's teams. So that was also cool to see as well. I'm just gonna add a slight shadow here on the basketball. And let's have some yellow shoes for this guy.
Some matching team wear.
Hmm.
We do have some answers in chat. Polly says spreadsheets are just a rectangle grid part to make pixel art. Okay, unique approach to spreadsheets. I like it. We have someone watching from Pennsylvania. Someone says, I'm a freelance graphic designer from Colombia, but living here in Canada.
Oh,
Very
cool.
cool. Someone says, a new design agency following your work. And then we
Oh,
have a
awesome.
Go Raptors with a little raptor emoji, or I don't know what that
Yay.
emoji is, but close enough.
No, the Raptors get so much hate, so I'm so glad that there was somebody
Oh.
else in the chat. Yeah, they're always like, go back to Canada. I'm like, okay, everybody calm down. Like, you have so many NBA teams. Like, also, when the Raptors won the championship in 2019, like nobody worked for 2 weeks. Like
Everyone was
everyone was
celebrating.
wearing a Raptors shirt. And then everybody got traded. Like it
Oh,
was very much a one and done situation. So yeah, you just had to be there, I guess.
it was a great time to be
But
alive.
it was a great time to be alive. And oh, we came so close this year with the Blue Jays as well. I remember that they were playing right when Adobe Max was happening, Emily, and everyone was like, "Go Dodgers!" I'm like, "Oh, this makes me angry. I gotta get out of here."
She's like, I'm watching on my phone actually.
Like I remember seeing somebody with a Blue Jays jersey in LA, and they
Okay,
were getting booed at and like by other fans,
not
but
cool.
not cool.
Where's the sportsmanship?
I know. God.
Was it you? Were
Um,
you booing?
no, I wasn't. I wasn't because they were wearing a Blue Jays jersey, so I was like, yay.
Yeah, 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 you're right.
Um, but I wanted to go up to him being like, I'm a Blue Jays fan too. Like I'm not a cop. Don't worry. Uh,
Miranda in chat agrees. They say the city erupted. Life peaked back then. TBT.
mhm. Yeah, TBT. That was fun. Do you have any exciting projects coming up, Emily?
Oh man, that's a different file in my brain right now. I'm thinking about subways and Raptors.
Right, 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 right.
Um, but we are planning for the 99U conference in New York. That's pretty
Oh,
exciting.
so fun.
Yeah,
Can't
so
wait.
good
I
stuff
love
going on
conference.
there. And then a really, really fun studio week next week in SF. So lots of cool stuff going on.
Okay, yes. So you're based in Arizona, yeah?
I am. I was Southern California, made the move within the last year-ish, and now I am Phoenix based. So yeah,
Nice.
it's
Oh,
getting real hot
Arizona
over
seems so
here.
nice sometimes.
It
Arizona seems so
is.
nice.
It depends on the month, I would say. So far to April, it's been great. I am worried about how soon it's going to get really, really hot, but there's air
Mm,
conditioning, everything's fine.
what part of Southern California did you live in?
We were in the Orange County area, so it was
Oh my
like
God, Orange County is
dream,
beautiful.
yeah, dream weather, amazing weather all the time.
I went to Orange County right before Adobe Max. Like I took a
Oh,
few days
nice.
off and like rented a car. It was my first solo trip. I was like, OMG.
Oh,
And it was my first time like driving by myself in not in a foreign country, but like
I mean,
in a country that wasn't Canada.
yeah.
And it was scary to drive in LA, I gotta say.
No, so real. Yeah, because I grew up in Arizona area, and so when I moved to California, I was just convinced. I was like, I'm gonna get in a car crash. Like it's just drivers are so different, and thank God it never happened to me. But no, driving in California is a real experience, a unique experience.
Yeah. And like I was so surprised of how long it took to get places by car. Like the LA traffic was no joke. I was like, yeah, whatever, it's traffic. Like I'll get through it. But no, it was actually no joke. I was surprised.
It's character building, I would say.
Definitely character building. And like people were screaming at me and I'm like, ah, oh my God, I'm just the girl. Like just
I'm just
merge.
having
Please
fun.
let me merge.
We have the creative paint in chat saying, "Hey, Fiorella and Emily, what's up,
Oh
Tyler?"
my God. Hi, Tyler. What's up? We were just talking about LA traffic. He's based in LA, so
Yeah,
he
give us your horror
relates.
stories or your tips and tricks. Someone
Yeah.
says LA is the final boss of driving. You are correct
Yeah.
in that.
Actually, I think I have to disagree. So I'm from Peru, and like if you've been to any like Latin American country where there's traffic, like there it's no joke. Like I would never ever step behind a wheel there because like I'm already a scared driver and like there I'm just like, no, this is insane. Uh,
Tyler says ATL traffic has been the worst I've experienced. They do have some
yeah.
crazy freeways in Atlanta. There's one freeway that like
Mm.
halfway through the day it turns directions. Tell me how that makes sense. I don't
Wait,
know.
wait, 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 what? No, I
Yeah,
would
no,
cry.
they like there's, technology behind it, but it seems crazy to me.
Mhm. I also wanted to show you guys some characters that didn't make it, but I still wanted to show because they're
Yeah.
super fun. I really liked this basketball guy. Wait, the lines will show soon. They're just
Oh,
white
there was a
lines.
reveal. I liked it. That was cool.
Yes. But no, he's spinning a little sub. Like how fun is that, you
That's
know?
so fun.
Right? Like
Yeah.
what a cute little guy. But no, he didn't make it, unfortunately.
He
But
wasn't
maybe I'll bring
menacing.
him back.
He was
Yeah.
too
You know
happy.
what? It wasn't meant to be. He'll come back eventually, though.
That's true.
I I also want to know from the chat if there's a favorite character that you've had or not. Like my work also isn't for everyone.
Me personally, a favorite character of your work? That seems so hard to
Yeah.
choose.
Or like from this stream,
Oh,
sorry.
from this stream.
Or
I was
one
like, let me go
that's
through your
drawn
portfolio
to
in my
you.
mind. Chat,
No,
we'd
no, no, I would
also,
never ask you to do that.
I mean, I will. Chat, if you have a favorite too, we'd love to hear who your favorite is. I think the maple leaf, there's something about just the grit that I feel like is emanating from the maple leaf that I'm really enjoying. I think
Okay.
he's funny. He's cute.
Yeah, he's a funny little guy.
He just
He's
means
everywhere.
it. Look at him. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, this onion's really fun though. I'm sad that the onion didn't
Oh,
make the
I
cut.
know. Actually, you'll see it in like another form.
Yeah, okay, good.
In like I'll show you the final version at the end. But yeah. He's there, don't worry.
He said number one, or I don't. Yeah, does he have number one? Just a whole hand. Yeah,
hmm I
cutie.
also want to know if anyone has any travel plans for this summer.
Ooh,
Emily told me hers. But yeah, just would love to know.
yeah. Where are we
I'm taking a
going?
little Europe trip in June. I was telling Emily, but I'm gonna be doing a series because I was telling Emily again that I'm going to the Bad Bunny concert in Madrid and
Yeah,
I'll be doing a lead up series to then. So I'll be starting that once I'm done with all this client work that I have. But yeah, I'm excited.
that's gonna be
That's
such a,
that's
a great summer.
it's gonna be an insane concert. Like I'm just super excited. Also, this one didn't make it because it was a little too Christmas themed, and I get
Okay,
it. Like it was like a pine tree with some snow, and I get it, you know. That that makes sense.
was it a
Um,
winter gate?
it was a
Yeah.
February game, so
Okay,
I was like, okay, Canada equals winter, so let's do that. But yeah.
let's make it seasonal.
Yeah, and they also had like some holiday work by another artist that
Hmm.
just came out recently. So I was like, okay, yeah, no, that's so fair.
Off the artboard they
Um,
went. Didn't get to
off
stay.
the artboard they went. But again, I'll bring him back. Maybe for my Christmas card this year. I
Oh,
love doing that. I love sending Christmas cards.
wait, yes, you sent an amazing one last year.
Yay!
It
I'm
it
glad
was
you
a
liked it.
was it a basketball and a tree?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
seeing a vision.
Right there.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, show us the
Yeah.
visual aid. I love it.
Can you see it?
Yes, so fun.
Yay.
All right, well, looking
Um
forward to this year then. To 2026.
I have so many left over, so I'm like, I need to just send those again.
Do a Christmas in July situation, dead of summer, ready with the card.
You know what? It's because we were talking about physical product before the
Mm.
stream, and like physical product is so hard to plan for because when I was designing these Christmas cards, everyone was like, yeah, 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 I'll buy it from you. Nobody bought any, which is so like valid. Like you don't have to. But I just have all these Christmas cards left over. So
Did you put the year on
yeah.
them?
No, so I
Okay,
can
so
just
you're
reuse
good.
them
Yeah,
for
yeah.
next year.
Little
Yeah,
rollover
yeah. So
stock. You'll be fine.
we're good. And then I did this little moose guy.
So
I don't know if we
fun.
have time to go. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
you're like
color
halfway
this really
through and you're
quickly.
cooking on these.
Thanks.
Also, I was curious if it was what color the onion was going to be. I was like, are you a yellow onion person, a white onion person? But purple is super fun.
Yeah, I just feel like red onion should be on a sandwich. you know,
True. I
correct me
welcome
if I'm
all.
wrong.
I love onions, so I don't
Yeah,
care.
I love an onion. I love an onion, to be honest. But I just, yeah, I'm curious what people in the chat think about onions.
Well, we do have some answers. Someone said heading to Cambodia to see the in-laws this summer.
So
Um,
cool.
Very cool. Someone says, I'll be focusing on getting as much sun as I can before winter comes again. Valid.
Yeah, valid.
Brandon Woelfel says, hi with sparkle emojis. Hi, Brandon. Thanks for tuning
Hi,
in.
Brandon. Thanks for tuning in.
And
Been loving
then
your work lately. It's so cool, as always.
it's such, yeah, also really good spring vibes. Brandon's been bringing all the spring vibes, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
And
he was like
then,
I remember like when the 2016 trend was coming back, like that was peak Brandon like photography, like the Coachella fits with like
yes,
the big hats and yeah.
icon.
Icon.
Okay, the Creative Paint has a question. Do you sketch these ideas before you bring your process to Illustrator? And let's see the sketches if so.
Oh my God, I don't have the sketches on here. But yes, I do. I always send my client a sketch before I even start any vector work, just to make sure that it's going in the right direction and I don't have to redo anything. But Tyler, do you do that as well? I'm curious. I'm curious to know if other freelancers do that too. My agent recently like told me to do that and it's been life-changing. So I don't have to like redo all my character work, you know? So yeah, I usually just sketch it out in Adobe Fresco and send it over.
Love
Actually,
that.
let me see if I can find it real quick. I have it right here. We have a little time,
Yeah.
but I want to see if I can have it. But yeah, I remember I was in London when I was doing these sketches, and I'm like, wow, it's so gloomy out here, and and I'm drawing tomatoes.
I always think it's funny to see what people are working on out of context. You're like, oh, and there's that girl. She's drawing a tomato. Like, look at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
before.
yeah. Yeah. Like my boyfriend's out here like doing real life buildings, and I'm like, la di da di da.
Does this maple leaf look angry enough to you? You tell
Yeah,
me.
quite literally. Okay, wait, I don't think I can find the sketches.
Ah,
But I will
follow up.
find that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
will follow up on that. It's not on my Google Drive. Um, Also, now that you see the characters of like the vibe that we were going with, like tomato dunking and stuff like that, or like holding a foam finger, what do you have any other ideas of characters that you would do for this partnership? Like we have a basketball spinning a sub, we have a basketball planter with lettuce coming out of it, we have a pickle shooting a basketball. I'm curious to know like if you can think of something along those vibes. So yeah, I would love to know. Um, and I also wanted to show you the mock-up that we did before we get into the very cool feature that we did or that we're going to be reviewing. This is actually the design that went on the t-shirt, a t-shirt that every single fan received. And I'm just gonna quickly mock that up for you. Nobody look at my layer names, okay? Like I don't want to be
Okay,
judged.
everyone, close your eyes.
Um,
We'll tell them when you can open them again.
so yeah, basically we just took this design and then put, oh, I didn't want to double that. I was pressing Alt, silly me. But basically we finalized these two options of like a black shirt and on a white shirt. And I'm curious to know for the chat which one you like better. We ended up going with the black shirt because I remember showing you guys pictures at the beginning. Um, but yeah, curious to know which one you liked better. I never typically do a black background, so I'm honestly glad that they picked the black background because it felt like it brought out the colors more. I guess it made the colors pop, as any client would say, which is so triggering. I don't want to say that. Um, and these were some of the trading cards that we also made. I mentioned earlier that there was a photo booth as part of the activation of this project. And basically, like fans take a photo and then they would get a little trading card like this. And then if you were to get this one right here, it basically means that you went home with a Raptors jersey. Oh, and Emily, you were saying how your Said the Onion didn't make it. It did make it, but just in a
Look at
little
them.
basketball net.
Honestly, slam dunk. I love it. Also, wait, was there the olive? Obsessed. The cheese
Yeah.
backboard, incredible. Brilliant.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that would I'll show you it in the main one, but yes, it got incorporated into a cheese backward. I when I did that, I was like, wow, I really cooked there. Like I really ate with
I
that.
really did that. No, it's so fun. Um, Chat did have a good suggestion. Miranda says the
Uh-huh.
Subway cookie dribbling would be amazing.
Ooh, I love a Subway cookie.
They're so
Oh,
good.
I okay, so that day of the game, they actually took me to Subway to like eat dinner, and
Wait,
they were
iconic.
like, I know, right? And they're like, "Do you want a foot long or a 6 inch?" And I was like, and obviously I got a foot long. And I remember I got like maybe 4 cookies that night. I was so hungry, and because I had to get like the double chocolate, the M&M, the chocolate chip, the macadamia nut. I had to give all of them a try, you know? So
She knows the
that, in my
menu now,
opinion,
so
that's just living life.
honestly, it was, understanding the client is what I'm hearing.
Exactly. I had to do it for work purposes. And I actually mocked this up on Photoshop, but I, w- I wanted to see maybe if we could do this on Turntable and see if we could spin around. I don't think so,
Whoa. Okay.
because it's not a vector, but yeah, I mocked this up for the client before and they were like, perfect. We like how this was mocked up for us. And I thought it was honestly really helpful for them to see what this was going to look like in 3D space. And oh my God, don't tell anyone this, but when I saw it in the activation, I saw a little line that wasn't supposed to be there. I'm like, oh,
Oh no.
those little things that you miss,
Yep.
but it's okay. Nobody noticed.
I always love the ones I'll get like TikTok videos of where there's like a really, really tiny lorem ipsum where someone
Oh my
accidentally clicked and
God.
like didn't realize, the
Yeah.
tragedy. It's okay, we
Yeah.
won't tell anyone.
Tragedy. Okay, good. Okay, so now
The
we're
onion's
going
gonna
on
have
to
a
the fun
moment.
part. Yeah, so remember this onion?
Yes,
Let's go back. Let's go back to this onion. Where is he?
to the first
She.
onion.
It's a she.
It's a she. Okay.
Sorry. So remember her? Okay. This is her now. So we sculpted her around a little bit. And I want to show you how we did that. And it's with this new feature called Turntable. This was on the beta build for a while, but it just recently moved to the Illustrator version on March 30th for all users. And it's a super exciting feature. I actually just made an animation with this the other day, and which I'll be posting about it soon. And basically what you do is you would just click your object and click turntable. And what this does makes you see your object from all these different angles, from 180 degrees. I have this pointed upward right now, but you can also move it. You can tilt it downwards. You can tilt it upwards. Um, and it's also still a live illustration. So while you're moving this, I can like change this to blue and it would still retain those elements as I'm switching. Oh, never mind. I I thought it would, never mind. But it did. When I was doing this, it did. But it is still a live illustration if you wanted to change the stroke and stuff. Um, and actually, I'm gonna show you how you could do this as well, and which is a feature on Turntable called um place all views on canvas. And let's do that from scratch with these characters. And chat, I want to know what character you want me to turntable first. So I'm just gonna go ahead and expand all of these just to make sure they're not live paint groups. I like to expand things before I like edit them and make sure they're non-live paint groups. Um, just because I find it slows down my computer just a little bit. But yes, chat, I would love to know which one you would want me to do first. And to access Turntable, you have to make sure that your contextual taskbar is turned on, which you can find on Window, and then just make sure you see this little check mark where it says contextual taskbar. Um, so yes, Emily, please let me know if there's any characters that people want to see in motion.
I'm laughing
But
because Miranda said she was a fairy, and I assumed that was about the onion spinning around in space, which is perfect. Um, Miranda also says Angry Leaf is like a top request for seeing the 360
Okay.
view. And then Dino Rex is saying Raptor. So up to you, but that is what
Okay.
chat is hoping to see.
Okay. Let's give the people what they want. Oh,
Oh, off there,
I,
where'd they
I
go?
put it, I put it, I put him off the grid.
Oh
Um,
no, is he missing his
I'm just,
shirt? He's wearing a crop
he's
top.
because yeah,
Back.
yeah. Wow. Bring back crop tops. Uh, I like got rid of all of my crop tops because I was like, this makes me feel like I'm 18 and in university again, which is totally fine. But I feel like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I
You
don't like
said
wearing them
olives are
anymore.
in, crop tops are out. That's okay. You're just, your life is changing.
I'm maturing. I'm maturing. I turned 25, my frontal lobe developed, and yeah,
And crop tops
I
would not
haven't
make the
looked.
cut.
Exactly. Oh, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. I brought the, uh, stop it. Just trying to select this.
Me hanging out with Illustrator. Stop it. Oh, perfect.
Why did I do that? Oh, wait, no, I needed to do that because the little hand is crawling.
Ah,
I actually
yes.
I this is my writing, if you can tell.
It's so fun.
Um, uh, I want to make a request to the Illustrator team if they could have spell check in the build. That would be super nice sometimes. I remember I was working on a client project yesterday, and actually once I was making something for the Raptors team, and it was spelled Raptors and didn't have a
Oh,
P. And I know.
it happens to the best of us, don't you worry. There is spell check, but I feel like for some phrases, or like handwriting too, I don't think it can analyze that.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. But I mean if they wanted to.
But one day, why not
Oh wait,
ask?
yeah, why not ask? Okay, wait. Sorry.
No,
Let's
you're good.
get back to this. Um
No more spelling. Back to business.
yeah. Oh my God. I'm so bad with spelling. Like if I entered a spelling bee, game over. Like
We're out
I
first
would not do
round.
it. Yeah, I would be too embarrassed.
I always
All
remind
right.
clients like I'm here for design work. I waive my rights to spelling because I don't, I can't be bothered with it sometimes. And then focus on
Mm,
other things.
exactly. I'm just creative, and that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah. Not that you can't be both, but there's a part of the brain I feel like that turns off when you're just looking at design work. It's not looking at the spelling work of it all.
Or when I'm typing, like sometimes I
Mm.
would type something and it's just like even the computer can't recognize what I'm spelling. I'm like, wait, I need to compose myself. I just,
That's when you go to voice text, you're like, okay,
zone in.
spell this for me.
But even voice text can be tricky sometimes. I'd be like, I'm on my way, and it would be like, I'm going to the grocery store, and I'm like, that's not what I said. Maybe it's my microphone, but yeah. I want to get the new iPhone. It's been out for so long. They're probably gonna come out with a new iPhone before I need to upgrade mine. But yeah, she's generating multiple views, and we're
She
gonna
does take a
see.
minute.
Because my yeah, it does take a minute. And I think it's because my stuff is a bit more detailed. Like I feel like if it was more simplified, then it would obviously take shorter amount of time. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to play around with it and see how it works. And then we can do the maple leaf. And I'll be posting something in the next few weeks. But I also think Turntable was super helpful in this project because there was so much moving around of different parts since there was so many deliverables, and even just like changing the angles slightly really helped in a lot of cases. And also helps the client visualize things in 3D space as well. Okay, so let's see. Oh, all right.
I love
Not
that.
bad.
Not at
Look
all.
at
Oh,
its
and
tail.
wait, but also the
The
reflected letters on the front and back is interesting. Raptor.
rat horror. The tail is still intact, which is really cool, really surprising to me, honestly. I did like a little sun character the other day, and when I turned it, it had like a little butt, and I'm like, oh, that's adorable.
I feel like I would do that actually.
Yeah. No, this
Wow, this is
one turned out
fantastic
really.
actually.
Yeah, this was very good. Good job, Raptor.
A
Oh,
little tricky
I
with the
forgot.
letters, but I think that's understandable.
Yeah, I feel like if it was text, then
Mm,
maybe. Oh, I forgot his face. Okay.
that was the angriest part.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Let's group him
All
and then
right.
let's turntable. I had a problem a few days ago. I wasn't on an Adobe app. I was on something else called Rhino, and I didn't save my work the other day, and I lost a lot of work.
No,
But so now I'm like getting in the habit of like constantly saving. Happens to the best of us.
always a good habit. So, do you ever get feedback from a client that'll be along the lines of, love it, can we see them facing this way? Like, would this be a feature that really helps save you time at some element of your workflow?
100%. Right now, this is a cool project that I'm working on. I'm designing my first vinyl cover, which is so cool. It's not for music artists, but I hope that opens the door to potentially collaborating with a music artist. And it's basically for a concert venue, and they wanted to see like a bunch of characters dancing. And you're gonna see that like a lot of them are like like turning towards each other and like turning back to each other and like have like their arms moving in different ways. And like when I was ideating, this really, really helped, especially when I was sending them sketches over to the client. Because it's also such a big project because it's like the front, the interior, the back, and it helped me save a lot of time. But yeah, good question, Emily.
Thank you. Yeah,
I
I
also want
feel.
to know if other people in the chat have used Turntable. Oh, sorry, were you going to say something?
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna say, with a new feature, I think there's a lot to learn of how people are gonna use it, and I think it's really interesting just to learn from the community and learn
Hmm.
from each other. Like, oh, I'd used it for this. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. Like, I saw someone do it with like raster images, and I didn't know you could do that. So super cool stuff to
With
explore.
roster images?
Yeah,
Oh,
in Illustrator. Yeah, check it out.
oh
See,
wow.
interesting stuff.
I will. You know what? I will. After this call, I will check it out. Wow, look at this guy. He has like his hair is kind of interesting. But no, it's pretty good.
The stance is strong.
Yeah, and you can even like see it from, oh, not there. It's a little wonky. But from above, be like, square up right now. I
For your
remember
voiceovers.
I remember Michael Fugoso was doing this at Adobe Max when he was showing us Turntable. He was like turning his character and like, anyway, he's a
That's
funny
too
guy.
funny. He's the best.
Oh, one more thing, before we leave the turntable chat is I want to show you how you can do what I just did here, which is place all views on canvas. So right here where we have the turntable taskbar, you can click this thing here, and then it basically places all the views that you just created. Oh, where is she? Where'd it go? Wait, I know. Even the car's pissed off outside. Did you hear that horn?
No.
But basically, okay, there she is. She's just a little out of the way.
She's yeah. You have to go
But
looking for her.
yeah. So it just created all the views that we just created as like individual assets. And that's actually how I made an animation the other day because I just exported as separate PNGs and I stitched it all together in Photoshop. But actually, you know what I just found out before the stream
The
is
gift
that
feature?
the GIF feature,
Yeah,
why
do
didn't
it.
I think of that? And in this GIF, oh, don't look at my hard drive storage. But where are we gonna do this? Don't look at my files.
Everyone
Let's
close your eyes again.
go. Everybody close your eyes again. Fuck.
We'll tell you when you can open them.
Okay. Okay. Turntable exports. So I actually did a GIF of an onion the other day, and now we can just export this guy again, and you can choose front from above. So like where we like put the arrow up and down is where you can tilt it from above or below. And you can choose all three. You can choose from below, and you can even choose the direction that it's going in. Or you can like make it go from side to side and then it'll flip. But yeah, very, very cool. And you can also choose the frame rate, which I also find really helpful. I feel like that sometimes affects the quality, and you can choose a transparent background or white or black, which means that you don't have to go to another app and like take out the background and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna do from front because I think that's the most um easy to work with. So let's just do that. And it's gonna export as a GIF. which is so fun. And then here we have it. It's a little fast, but we can change that later.
He's checking all
And this
fronts.
is
He's
the
making sure.
and this is the onion gift that I made. So
I'm
this
obsessed
is
with that
cute.
onion. I may need that onion just to watch it. So fun.
So now we're gonna hop onto Adobe Express, and I'm just gonna save my file real quick. Hope that's okay. And before I start, I want to know if there's any social media format that people are struggling with that maybe I could go over. Whether it's like a 1 by 1 or a 9 by 16, stuff like that. Yeah, I just would love to know. And not to flex of how organized my desktop was, but I cleaned it up just for you
But did you
guys.
guys see that? Did you clock that?
I mean, we can go back if we want, but it's okay. So
We do have one chat in comment in chat. Miranda says about the maple leaf that his hair looks angry. And I agree.
it
I think we really
is.
captured all angles of the hair. It was great.
Yeah, I think so too. But wait, what happened to, oh, there it is.
Just the spooky face
Yeah.
previewed.
You know what? I'm just gonna cut the timeline. Cut the timeline just a little bit. But
Adara says that she clocked the clean desktop and that she's inspired.
thanks, girl. I did it just for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this little guy in the middle. And it's cool because like from one illustration, I now have like multiple pieces of content that I can work with. So I can post this as a reel, as a story, as a Instagram square, as a 9 by 16 reel as well. So I'm just gonna change the color a little bit actually. And I think I'm gonna do white text. Oh wait. Okay, wait, sorry, stop playing. So I think I'm gonna do white text and maybe a green background. Ugh, that's not what I wanted. There we go.
I know, I
Background
feel
is
like
what I
it moved
wanted.
where it used to live,
Yeah,
the background color. Oh my gosh, so
yeah,
fun.
I know, right? So now we can just go, wee.
Wait, I know you have a plan in mind, but should we do She Was a Fairy and do the onion
Oh
spinning
my
around?
God. That
I
is
don't know
such a
if,
great idea,
if it's in the
Miranda.
brand guidelines, I don't know, but maybe we make an exception for the stream.
It's okay, like the project's over, brand guidelines
Okay,
out the
great.
window.
Okay,
So we're gonna
perfect.
do She Was a Fairy.
I just like the
Uh,
onion so much. She's my hero.
Dude, great suggestion.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks. Also, just to give you a little reminder, you have about a little under 10 minutes left, maybe 8 minutes.
Perfect. We are right on time.
Fabulous.
She was a fairy. Fairy. I don't think this font is the right font. I think I need
Okay.
like,
A fairy font. Oh,
yeah,
okay. Classic. I like it. It's a little
new
bookstory
spirit.
feeling.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
A
Maybe
fairy
chat if
tale.
you have a suggestion for, oh my God, wait, maybe that one. Chat if you have a
Cute.
suggestion for a font, that would be nice. You know, this is the hardest part of every project. Come on, help a girl out here.
And that onion, we can't disappoint her. She needs her perfect font. So I feel the pressure.
This is too Western, I think.
Yeah, she was a cowboy.
Yeah, maybe that's a little. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do New Spirit. That's one of my brand fonts.
Love it.
Great font.
Theo in chat says you really cooked this one. Love it, Theo.
Thank you so much. Wait, is their name Theo? Like Theo?
THEO, yeah, Theo Studio?
Oh my God, slay. Theo and Theo. Wow.
We love a rhyme.
Yeah. Okay, I think a gradient background. Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's so good. She was a #1 fan, Fairy.
God, okay. I'm just gonna change because I like the purple, but I just wanted a little bit more okay, and then into a red so that it fall yeah, more Raptors themed. Okay, but if the Raptors are watching this, maybe you can post this on your next subway night, you know? She was a fairy. Or when like somebody slam dunks, you could put she was a fairy. Oh my God,
I
do you
think that's
remember
perfect.
Do you remember T-Pain at Adobe Max a few years ago?
Yes.
Somebody posted a TikTok of him spinning, and with that sound, she was a fairy.
The internet is a wild place. What can we
I
say?
know. Oh, love the internet sometimes.
So true.
Um, but I actually, before we end the stream, and we were talking about how you can create multiple pieces of content from just one project or even just one illustration, like I showed you here. I I have a series on my Instagram called Designer vs. ChatGPT where I basically go through the projects that I created versus how AI would create it. And from this project, I actually got from this post showing the Raptors work and how I'm even showing it to you now, I got the project that I'm currently working on right now. And from I did a project with the NWSL, which was again another activation one that got me the Raptors and Subway project as well. So I just really want to hone in on the importance of posting your work, but not even that, also just repurposing it. I think as creatives and especially as creatives who live on social media and post your work on social media, we always find that, at least for me, I don't want to speak for everybody else. I find that sometimes I feel that I need to like create something brand new just to like post on social media and to like stay relevant and put my work out there. When honestly, like you don't need to do that. You just need to repurpose. And that's a huge hack. Because I think when you post content that shows who you are, that shows your voice as an artist, but also your talent, I think that's a sweet spot for trying to grow your content and your business as a freelance creative. I find that that's how it's really worked for me. And just finding content where I can show both has helped me grow my audience. But I did so much content with this. I like posted it on my portfolio. I did my Illustrator versus ChatGPT series. Um, and repurposing your work is such an underrated skill. And yeah, I mean, that's my Subway and Raptors project. It was super, super fun to make. So again, this was the 2D space that we created, and then this was it in 3D in the arena. Um, I was gonna show you a video, but then again, like there's a lot of people in it, so I didn't want to show that video
Smart.
without, yeah, their consent. But just want to show you the whole arena takeover and how it was set up, and like everyone got to go home with one of my designs, which was super super cool. And again, some of the other trading cards and some guys that didn't make it. Oh, I wanted to show you this one.
The defense
Defense.
sandwich, incredible.
And this, oh, let me
Oh,
zoom out.
hello
And
there.
this is how, hello, and this is how the file looked like
Oh,
before
wow.
sending it over to the manufacturer who made the activation. But yeah, very cool to like
So
translate from
good.
2D to 3D. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. This was super fun. And just to recap of what we went over, today we went over my project with Subway and the Raptors, how we went from a brief that shows two very distinct brand identities to an activation that shows the voice of both brands. And I, again, really want to hone in on the importance of sharing your work and just connecting with as much people as possible. Relationships, I find for me, are everything. And that's how I've been able to get a project of this magnitude. And that's just how I keep getting opportunities. So I really, really strongly recommend it. And Emily, thank you for being such an amazing host. And thank you for everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, we are so grateful that you're here. I really do appreciate all of the advice that you gave and showing us your process. I will forever think about this little onion. She is my hero. And I think it's just amazing to see, how you walked through in taking the project and ideating and then delivering, and then even taking that one step further, right? It doesn't end with client delivery. It ends with how can I start sharing this on social media in multiple ways? So I think that's really awesome.
Mhm.
Chat says, great work. Thank you for taking the time to show us your process and that really agreeing with everything that you are are saying, and then also dropping some links to your social media as well. So definitely
Oh,
go give Theo a
amazing.
follow if you are not already. But we do appreciate you tuning in, chat. If you're wherever you're watching on YouTube, Behance, stick around. There's gonna be about an hour break, and then after that, Magdiel Lopez will be back with his show on the spot. I believe
Oh,
he's
he's
doing his.
amazing.
He's amazing. Doing his show around creating a poster a day is what I saw previewed. So stick around, tune in, find out what that's about. But thank you so much as always for tuning in, and we'll be back shortly.
Thanks, everyone.